There I am. Can you just, sorry, slight technical difficulty there. Can you just let me know that you can see and hear me okay, everyone? I think we're all good, aren't we? So who we got on then? Let's have a little look, see, to see who the super dazzlers are. Going to go all the way back to 42. So Roger Tomlinson, Katie Merricks, Rebecca, James Speedy, Sarah Speedy, Keith Shepherd's here, William Harris, how you doing? Jordan's here, and we've got Terry. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining. If this goes well today, we will look at doing stuff for the Euros. So please feel free to share. Let everyone know that we're up and running, that we're on. Because we can get over 100 in here, then I would definitely be looking at doing something for the Euros and a full thing for you guys. Evening, Keith. Evening, Terry. Well, early evening anyway. I've put a video up today as well, guys, about Bruno Lage in regards to obviously the appointment. Hopefully you get a chance to have a watch of that if you've not already. It's only been up a couple of hours, already had a load of views. Obviously people very interested in what he's going to be bringing to Wolves. It looks for certain like he's going to be the man. Hey, we got Simon from Walsall Fan TV. Hopefully he'll be watching along with us today. England giving his views as well. That'd be amazing. Be kind of cool. Lots of stuff happening over at Walsall as well, of course, with they're having a new coach too, aren't they? Thank you, Keith. I appreciate that. I put a lot of work into the research on the Bruno Lage video. So obviously it's a key thing in terms of like Wolves going forward. So hopefully people will get a chance to have a read, listen to that. It's only about 8 minutes, but there's quite a lot of information on there. I'm just putting it up on my Instagram, actually. This particular watch live. I'm just doing my Instagram. He's a good footballing centre. He can play on that side. And worst case, he could even play in the midfield if need be. So he's somebody that's got. Swipe up, and then we're all set. I watched the Cody Mings feature. They're very good friends, aren't they? Actually, have you seen much of him? They seem to be getting on quite well, Cody and Mings. So yeah, the lineup today is very interesting. Obviously, Cody's on the bench, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. It looks like Mings looks slightly ahead of Cody in terms of getting the nod for next week, but we'll wait and see. Be interested. This is the last friendly, of course, before the first game next week. Keeps going for a 4-0 win. So, guys, yeah, please smash a like on the video, would you? Let YouTube know that you enjoy it, and also share it as far and wide as you can. Let's see whether we can get up to 100 watching in the chat today. That'd be amazing. And the referees are all wearing pink tops today. Closer to the real stuff, which starts on Friday. This is the last. Yeah, make your predictions. Keith's going 4-0. Hi Kingdom, how you doing, mate? Carl's going 3-0. Andy Saunders 2-0. We've got all sorts here. Dangus going 2-0. Cody scores off the bench. That would be nice. Rogers 3-0. Here they come at the Riverside in Middlesbrough, of course. They haven't beaten Romania since 1960s or something. Crazy stat, that. This Romania team have failed to qualify for the Euros. Their World Cup qualification hopes are already dangling by a thread. And they have just lost a friendly. Sarah's going for 4-1. Is it not 1970? Yeah, that's right, Simon. They're not playing in the yellow, though. 1-1 Simon's going for. England playing in the away blue today, by the looks. Here's the Romanian national anthem. As national anthems go, I mean, fair enough. It's not one in my top 20 pop and national anthems for me. Always interested in the national anthem, actually, and obviously they're very proud of it, which is fair enough. But it's, you know, I think it'd be 0 points at Eurovision. A player called Haggy. Okay. I don't know. That's a good question. If he's not fit, why is he in the squad? But Southgate said he wasn't taking any injured players. I mean, and you've got obviously the United defender, Maguire and Henderson. But there is a point of fact, normally squads are 23-man squads, and this time it's a 26-man squad. So maybe he thinks because it's a 26-man squad, he can afford to take them. See, I'll definitely put our national anthem in right there in the top 10, if not the top 5. I mean, I know I'm biased and everything. I think the German national anthem's pretty good as well. There's a few others. I don't think the Romanian national anthem is right up there, but ours is. Carl, I don't know if that's true or not, because I think he's not announcing that, as far as I know, until after this game, because there's an argument for Lingard as well, isn't there? So we're at a break now. There you go. I'm delaying having my tea, you know, because they do put it out at the wrong time. It should have been about 7 o'clock. Could have had my tea first. And I do have sausage casserole tonight, which is going to be really nice. I had to have a bit of cheese before this because I've only had a samosa today, because I did the samosa Saturday yesterday for Dementia UK, and then went out for a nice meal at Aston Marina last night. I had I had garlic mushrooms for my starters. I had a beautiful steak pie with crunchy beans and peas and carrots, and some really nice thick chips for my main, and then I had a nice chocolate cheesecake to finish. So I didn't eat anything today because I've taken a leaf out of Simon's book and doing this what do they call it, intermittent fasting. So all I've had today is a samosa, where I have got sausage casserole, which happens to be one of my most favourite meals tonight. So I am literally looking forward to that. I just thought I'd share that with you anyway. Olivia, hi. 2-1 to England. Carl, all he's had is a peach and a raspberry trifle. He's doing a Chinese fake away tonight. Fantastic. Katie Mary's hungry now. Sorry, Katie. If you watch my Instagram later, I'll be putting some images up of the food and place I went to. I know, Roger. I make myself feel hungry. I really want this sausage casserole. So, you know, as soon as this is finished, I'm off and I'm waiting for my sausage casserole. Merv's had a samosa for his tea. Well, I did drop him off to you yesterday. Belly is rumbling. Here we go. England all in blue. All in blue today. They have to be beating Romania today, surely. 51 years since we beat Romania. Can you believe? I know we don't play them every year, like. Talking about Rebecca's finished the samosas already. Hi, Benjamin. And they're doing the knee thing, and half a clapping, half a booing, I think. Do you know what? And obviously, anything to do with anti-racism is really, really important, but it's all to do with this political side of the Black Lives Matter movement, isn't it? And it's been going on for a long, long time. So I think people just want to get back to some form of humility. I think. Oh, that's a good break. It's really interesting to see what happens in the Premier League for next year with that. I just think it'll start adding negativity to the whole thing if they don't look at changing it, because you don't want to take away from what it's supposed to be, which is about racism. But they do have a kick it out campaign in the Premier League. They need to be making more of that. All racism, inequality, all hate. Be interesting to see what happens with that. Shame that there was booze today, though. Again. So, oh my God, guys, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the damn score on the board. So I need to do that. Sorry. Here we go. I'll just change the branding as well to there. There we go. It's up, Carl. Sorry, Carl. So, England have it. 1 minute, 30 seconds. And Mings has already made a mistake. Well, that's good for Cody. Concentration there. He just looked up as the ball was coming to him. But I iron those mistakes out from the start, that's for sure. Romania are a very tall team. I saw that when they were lining up for the national anthems. Heading towards Kirakes. Good control, that is. Oh, that's good from Romania. Romania on the attack. Early nervousness for England. They want the ball pretty quickly. Names just to get that mistake out of his psyche. Look, again, they get caught out. That left-hand side defensively, Shaw going tight. No one covering behind him. And then at the start, England. Blooming hell, that started terrible. Like mistakes. Pickford kicking the ball straight out. Johnson kicking the ball straight out. Crikey. Mings and Grealish have the same hand injury. Fans were slightly nervous when he started to try and play out from the back. Not really used to that, but I think the fact that he was playing behind closed doors at the Hawthorns allowed him to sort of develop it over the course of the season. Do you think, Rebecca? I don't know. We'll see. Cody's not that fast, is he? That's one thing. But in a back three, he's used to it, I would say. Just lumping the ball forward there. Romania having the better of the opening 3 or 4 minutes, that's for sure.
Expect this to be friendly in anything other than May. Georgie Hadji talking this week, suggesting the Romanians would target this game because beating England gives you great prestige. And they're also involved in a match against Georgia on Wednesday that included 7 bookings and 2 sendings off.
Amazing. It's a good question, Katie.
Was slow, didn't have any runners behind England in that first half, and that's where Marcus Rashford coming. We've already seen Sancho is going inside now, trying to get the ball in midfield. Rashford staying out on that left-hand side. Needs those runs behind just to push the back line back. It's okay for Sancho to come in.
For sure. Exchanging passes with Rashford bounding forward. Standing a long way with it. Grealish is further wide.
Grealish on the ball now.
Someone out to chase it. Rashford. Pass on to Jadon Sancho. Really good
Sancho.
With Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga. The star of the German Cup final. Nudge to Jack Grealish, who was fouled regularly.
Got so many talented players. Jacob, we'll let you off, mate.
Shoulder and toe problems, Marcus Rashford, which haven't helped him. He's a bit of a sticky patch in the second half of the season for Manchester United. He finished it with 1 goal in 10 games. There's no better way to ease yourself into a tournament than by trying to continue the winning habit.
Sure, should have knocked the ball in.
Mings again, getting it caught under his feet. Jacob, the clue is on the screen, mate.
They're not just waiting before distributing the ball. Dominic Calvert-Lewin similarly have made a run. They do look for Rashford this time.
Tut.
Get it under control. England struggle to take their chances that they constructed in the first half an hour against Austria on Wednesday. Then, because of that narrow advantage, they were hanging on at the end when they found themselves down to 10 men. Luckily, England don't concede goals. Only 1 in the last 5 games. Hurts.
Seem to move the ball really slow. I know it's early days.
Sure. Again, leading the England charge. Chara away. Phillips with an ambitious effort.
Crikey, 3 points to Wigan, that.
Good run from Shaw again. Rashford giving him an option. What that does as well, it drags the fullback into a deeper position, that opens up the space to Shaw to run into. Combination between those two. Should hold that left-hand side up.
Just saw Milan Radoy, who is the under-fire head coach of Romania. He was promoted from the under-21s where Romania shocked England 2 years ago in Italy.
Hi, Andy. Glad you could join, mate.
He's not in a great state, but Hardy is an attacking coach.
Good position there from Ben White. Can't get pinned down by a big centre forward. Like just trying to hold him off and he just comes round the side. That's his foot in.
Good old Moldova. That Moldova, Azerbaijan, massive game. Oh dear.
United in the championship. An ambitious cross which is going to go over the head of Ivan. Rashford. Grealish. Lovely exchange with Rashford. Trying to get the ball.
Oh dear.
Was there a handball by Kirikes? Romania can't get it clear. Rashford trying to bamboozle his way into the box. Stopped in the end by Murray.
Time am I on? 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Katie. Overlap here.
Little reverse ball down the left to Kamora.
Oh, poor shot from Romania that was. Hey, Luke.
Looking up and asking Sancho, where were you? 2v1. Got to go with the runner there. As soon as you go towards the ball, there's a runner outside. You're going to get taken out of the game. That's a good chance that is for Romania.
They're certainly not blessed with their best squad, even when they have everyone fit. They are not competing at the top table. They're without Dennis Mann, George Pushkas, who's at Reading, Mahalia, Krista, Florian Abdone, who's down at Brighton, all injured or unfit. Burka and Baku, two of their defenders that starred in the under-21s, have been struggling, and they're without a man who would have played up front this evening in Florin Tanasa, had he not been sent off against Georgia.
Netherlands 1, Georgia 0, Carl. Thank you.
Sight of Jack Grealish getting himself rather well acquainted with the opposition.
Crossfield ball. Way offside.
By the referee, and he's picked the ball up here. And it's James Sancho. Opened his body up, went for the.
Look, way offside.
Missed it by some distance in the end.
Well, he creates the space himself. He looked offside to me, and he was. Linesman just having a little bit of a break. Bothering to put his flag up. Once he gets in this position on his left foot, should be hitting the target. Just leans back with his chest, and then the ball follows.
No VAR in operation tonight. In fact, I just wonder whether I can think maybe because of the fact that it's going to be used in the tournament, they missed the trick by not playing at a stadium where it was in operation for these friendly games.
Rashford on the ball, trying to jink his way through, going nowhere. Oh, look at this. Grealish. That's what he does. Corner to England. Trying to sell the away shirt, probably Robert.
That's what he does. He attracts opposition towards him. Couldn't get his cross in the box, but that's why he gets fouled so many times. He's got a languid style about him, a little bit like Gaza.
He's yet to score for England, Jack Grealish. We're hoping to put that statistic behind him sooner rather than later.
Corner.
James Ward-Prowse with the corner. Pushing and shoving in the middle of the box.
Given a free kick to Romania.
Given in Romania's favour.
He just tries to get in front, doesn't he? Means he was who had all the Kirikes.
Phillips. Grealish again.
Oh, that's a good point. That is, Carl. See, that's why we have Carl around for all these bits of information.
White. Looking over the top for Rashford to try and attack. Shaw backing him up. Energy Shaw in the early stages of this game. That's rather awkward.
Another corner to England.
Romania have got a problem with Ivan, who who's down, looking as if he needs some treatment. On his feet again now. Second England corner of the game. Aaron Southgate was talking yesterday in the press conference about how important set plays are, detailing the number of goals and big matches that are decided by the
corner. Good header away from the Romanians there. Oh dear. Oh, good play. Oh dear, what they're doing is comedy defending.
Again, nice bit of skill. Greenish from distance. 5 or 6 yards over the top of the crossbar.
Over the bar.
Changed his mind just as he's going to hit that. Thought he was going to put power on it. Just looked like he tried to bend it in the end. He didn't need it.
Just get the feeling that Jack Greenish is starting to find his rhythm in the game.
Well, it was like that the other night when he was marked really tightly for the first 10 or 15 minutes and he just started to find the space. There's no doubt when he gets in those positions, he makes things happen.
England starting to get on top now.
There's not been an awful lot of support around him. Rashford stayed wide. Sancho's not really been in the game. The lone figure up front just need to get a little bit closer to it. Maybe the odd run beyond, like I said before.
Oh, that's brilliant from the Albion keeper. Passing it straight to a Romanian player.
Rescue. Decent looking cross, and the header wasn't bad either.
That was dangerous. 15 minutes gone, guys. All right, Derek.
It's dangerous getting into that near post in front of the first centre half. Neal's not really doing anything there. Godfrey cleaning it to the back post.
Casual touch. Romania did fail to qualify for the European Championships. They lost in a playoff against Iceland. Currently ranked 43 in the world. But it isn't all bad. They have actually won 5 of their last 6 friendly matches against the likes of Israel, Sweden, Chile, Finland, and Belarus. Flicking through the Romanian press this morning, he is under pressure.
Bit better. Dragging you ain't thinking. We're not looking very dynamic, are we? It's very much like watching Wolves play. To be fair, Darren, that's a good point, but we've got to beat them anyway if you're going to go all the way.
Very warm late afternoon in the northeast. Rashford. Now that they're sprinting in behind. Flick, which almost took it over the top of Florian Nietzsche. More dangerous from England.
Who are Portugal playing in the final of that?
It is a bit different to Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane will drop deep, try and dictate the play, try and make something happen. He needs runners beyond him if he's going to succeed with that. Calvert-Lewin's quite happy to stick on the shoulder of the last defender and try and guard him behind.
That was a good run he made, but other players around have got to make a similar run, give the effort that he's done, because when he crossed the ball, it was only Sancho coming in.
Dispossessive.
Throw into Romania. That's about right, Robert.
Yeah, Sorescu, who only made his debut in that game against Georgia on Wednesday night.
Throw into England now.
Possession back to England.
Looked like a foul throw, that did. Hey, Alison. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Oh, England, Wolves flag. Carl, Denmark 1, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0. Herzegovina. Gavinia. The one with the strapped up hand. What they've been doing in training. There's 3 players there with strapped up hands.
Blue shirts on the edge of the penalty area.
He's all right, thanks. Hi, Alison. Hope you're good too.
Grealish. Some attention again. Phillips. Referee is allowed play on. Grealish is still bemoaning the fact that he should have had a free kick.
So slow.
Sancho.
Played a 1-2 offer. Oh, that's a great ball.
That's a decent ball into Rashford, who was fighting Nixon for it. The goalkeeper's starting position was good. His anticipation pretty good as well.
Yeah, it had to be. Good ball inside, pulled that up. Better than England.
I think Romania did do was back in March, held off a German onslaught. They lost 1-0. The team played very well, and Nixon, who we just saw then come out and make Rashford at his feet, makes a crucial save, so much so that Manuel Neuer made a big point of going over to him and congratulating him afterwards.
Oswestry. Nothing's happened, has it, in the first 20 minutes, really?
Good game for Sancho. It really is excellent form for his club. We just haven't seen the best of him for England. He's just trying to get himself in the game. Kamora, the left back, not really been troubled 1v1 by him. Keeps wandering into that midfield area.
I think they've deployed Poe out that side as well, just to sort of ensure there is enough attention on Jadon Sancho.
I think it is when he's vacating that space as well. No disrespect to Godfrey, that's not his game. Getting the ball, James Wood or Alexander Arnold and crossing balls.
Rashford trying to take on Soreski.
Oh, nice play from Rashford.
Just couldn't find the
Blocked off by Romania.
Sancho both went in towards the goal. So he tried to pull it back.
Here's Grealish.
Quick from Rashford. He was coming speedy down the line.
Starting to move it a little bit quicker now. Nice play from Rashford. Chests it down past first time. Calvert-Lewin, long cross ball. That's decent. Brought down. Sancho on the ball. Head of the penalty area on the right-hand side. This is a good opportunity. Oh. That was disappointing. Hit it first time. Bang.
Just a little dig to that far post. Runner's going in the box. But his right foot, as soon as he goes onto his left foot, we're expecting something like that. It's just decision making.
Marcus Rashford was standing on the edge of the area at the other end, waiting for a pass. Phillips has done brilliantly here with high press, trying to put England on the.
It is Katie.
Excellent at that, Calvin Phillips.
Copy and roll with the wish feather. Nice.
One challenge, takes another, wants a penalty.
Goal kick.
Now there might want VAR.
defender puts his foot in once outside the box, and then Kirikes comes over.
No,
Well done, the referee.
that's not a penalty. Here comes Romania down the England right now. They haven't been able to get out of England's half, of their own half for a while. It's like watching paint dry now, Colin.
Been sharp though, Rashford. He's looked a lot better.
Rashford's been the best player on the pitch so far. Here comes Romania. Are they going to get it into... Oh, dear me. That's just a dreadful pass, and they've lost it straight away. Oh, nice play. Here's Sancho. Oh, terrible. That was a handball, but didn't see it by the ref. Grealish. Grealish again. Sancho. Out. Right-hand side of the penalty area, being forced back. Passing it from side to side. Going on to the left-hand side now. England probing. Nice ball in. Over. And that's going out for a goal kick and another attack. Comes to a jump squid end. 25 minutes of not a lot so far.
Later on this evening, you'll be able to see the international highlights, including Scotland's game against Luxembourg. There's also an intriguing match between Belgium and Croatia, which will show you the goals of. And highlights of the opening game of Euro 2020. We can't wait for this.
Germany v Portugal, be a good match.
On ITV and STV. And then our first live match, Belgium against Russia, Saturday night. What a way to start. At 7 o'clock on ITV and STV. Busy month, and we cannot wait. I don't think we can wait for everything to get started as well. It's a slightly different uniform to Russia in 2018. I'm not sure that that's going to fly off the shelves like the waistcoat.
We'll have a little debate on that pre-match, haven't we? Bright yellow style guru. Sure he's too impressed.
Halfway through the first half, and not a lot to shout about, really, in terms of anything. Romania haven't got in England's half for the last 10 minutes.
So far, this chance of the game has actually fallen to Austria. Not say Austria.
You did.
Romania. It's been a long week.
England get the ball back again. Grealish on it. It's very slow. Guess what? Grealish has been fouled. It's about right. 75%, 25% ball possession to England. We're not really doing much with it at the moment.
They find a way through this Romanian defence. It's been leaking goals for fun. With the exception of that Germany game, they're averaging 2 goals a match. White.
All very, very tight. Sancho maybe come to feet and then just spinning the whole fullback fully committed to closing him down.
Quick to try and dispossess Kyle. Zaleski takes it down well.
Well, we're controlling the game, but we're not doing nothing.
Zaleski
And they're the ones getting the I know, Colin. Tell me again. Not nodding off. It's like
Great cross in, but gotta close it down the edge.
falling asleep watching this.
Oh, nice one. Stan Johnson. It's good for him to get minutes. You don't want to be going into a tournament. No minutes under your belt, so I think Gareth's made the right decision there.
It's another one who's making his first start for his country today. EnglandPoland was a serial winner with Cluj.
It really is not very exciting.
Trying to play it down the line for Sancho, blocked by Kamora. England have had a recent history of being frustrated by this manager and this country. The Romania team upset Eddie Buffon and its England under-21s in the European Championships in 2019 with their aggressive front foot football.
Grealish fouled again. Wasn't happy with that.
Today. Grealish has had enough of the aggression.
Well, he has been thumped 2 or 3 times, and the referee's not give free kicks. Just losing his temper a little bit there.
It wasn't going to be friendly.
Oh yeah, just a push straight in the back.
He attracts attention, doesn't he? Has gifted England a chance to try and create something from a set piece. James Ward-Prowse, whose free kick delivery is always in point. One of his 9 goals for Southampton this season with direct free kicks. He's not going to shoot from here.
But a really high Romania. High line, big space for him to hit.
He's attacked by Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, off the bar.
Brilliant.
Calvert-Lewin.
Sumptuous delivery was begging to be heading towards goal. Goalkeeper was well beat. Shaw. Little Charu with a header. Mings has got it. Will that inspire England to up the tempo a little bit?
Well, we need to up the tempo.
Pass across in front of the Romanian. Grealish.
Oh, that's good play. Go on, Grealish. Cross too long.
And Sancho, but they've had a good chance now.
Well, the very nature of the delivery. Look how high the line is. Huge space for him to hit. He gets up brilliantly well.
Oh.
We saw him jump, 6 foot in the air against Austria and give a foul away. On that occasion, he didn't need to jump that much, but gets the power and the loop on it. Great effort.
Now Dominic Calvert-Lewin is in the most prolific spell of his career. The back end of the season was certainly quieter than the first part of the season, but he plundered 15 goals in his first 18 matches for club and country. Calvert-Lewin ended up with 21 for Everton overall. He's earned his way.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Harry Kane's understudy.
Absolutely. It's a bit of Ward-Prowse as well. I think he's really unlucky not to be in the squad fully. Obviously waiting on that last place. Gareth will make the decision.
Is he a live contender?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if he has a brilliant game today, I think you get superb delivery from him. Obviously, Jesse Lingard is another one. I just think going into the tournament with the amount of midfield players or the lack of midfield players that England have got, maybe he could have been an option. He might still be, you never know.
Down south.
Another foul.
It's difficult getting it down to 26. Imagine what it's going to be like getting it down to 11.
Might be easier.
It will be this time next week that we'll be looking back on England's go with Croatia.
Another really good run from Rashford. Name was on his left foot as well. He just looked up at the right time. He looked down.
All right, Boff.
He missed it.
How did you get on?
Saying sorry to Rashford now from a distance.
Go on, Sancho. Is it Sancho?
Just about keeping it in the perimeter of the pitch.
Nice.
Right, laying on the right.
Trying these 1-2s, but it's not quite coming off.
When he came off the bench a good week, he did come off the bench to play in midfield, Ben White.
Oh, that's a foul.
Slightly,
Romania.
from, Taro Mings after committing
35 minutes, and other than hitting the bar, there's been not a lot to talk about.
A couple of times, hasn't he, so far in the opening 35 minutes?
Yeah. I think he'd be the one who played the three, the one to play on that left hand side instead of Maguire, but he's not had a brilliant first half, I have to say.
It's an ambitious effort from a statue. Certainly a gifted midfielder statue, but I think that was beyond his superpowers.
Just think that the centre backs have just got to move the ball a little bit quicker. When they get the ball in those wide areas, open themselves up. There is a run on. It's a high line from Romania. Rashford made a few. Ben White just got in the right back position, looked up. Sancho to the ball. Grealish to the ball.
One way should have turned then.
Talked about it earlier in the week in Austria. Defenders just love that. Love going towards the ball. Don't like running back towards my own goal.
You're welcome. Would Luxembourg have got a red card?
To keep on this time. This is James Ward-Prowse.
Robert, you're not wrong.
Shaw. Rashford. Fire one in. But at least they're shot on target now. Scotland have had more than that. They've got ahead against Luxembourg. They lead by a goal to nil. Shay Adams with the goal. And I see his new friends are calling him Shay McAdams. Actually, I think it was McShay first of all. He was doing an interview about just that subject recently. Southampton teammates giving him.
That's good football. Better.
Grealish. And here's Sancho.
Oh, hit the bar again. Sancho, great effort. Good play from Grealish. Good build-up play from England.
Just up the volume inside the Riverside Stadium.
That's just terrible delivery.
Well, it's no coincidence that Jack Grealish involved in that move again. As soon as he gets the ball, he turns, he faces the goal, he makes runs, commits defenders.
Another foul on Grealish.
There he is, just a little back heel, out your feet. The lean back this time is perfect. Well, nearly perfect anyway.
That would have been delicious, wouldn't it?
Great technique. Just leans back enough to get the swerve and the dip on it.
Beautiful the way you rolled the ball.
38 minutes. We've hit the bar twice. Free kick to England. How's the delivery going to go?
Towards the far corner. Keep stretching.
Well, every time he gets the ball, With his hands, he puts him down for a free kick. You expect something to happen again. A highlight, space is there, penalty spot.
Ball bounce again. In towards Calvert-Lewin, who did get there ahead of the goalkeeper, but
Free kick to Romania.
The edge of the area just before that. The referee awarded the foul to Romania.
Kirikes, it was he got fouled again. Just Rashford doing a block on him. Not an awful lot there. He doesn't have to get out of the way of Kirikes. Just stands his ground and runs into him.
Okay, it's been a long time since we had a streaker to worry about.
Oh, we've got a streaker. That's how bad it is.
Especially one that's still got their clothes on. England fans entertained by that. The transgressor is being escorted off the pitch.
Never got on telly though.
He did get on telly, the poor lad.
Just in case you heard any bad language in the background, we do apologise for that. It's a live event, we cannot control the reaction of the crowd.
So many things I could have said then, but I didn't.
Probably best that you don't.
Well, Romania will be happy, won't they?
England a little bit tepid in the first half.
Tepid. That's not.
Hit the frame of the goal twice. Sam Johnson has been called into action twice, but yet to find a breakthrough against the Romania team. Will not be going to the big jamboree of football in the summer.
Well, it's all happened down that left-hand side, hasn't it, with Rashford and Grealish. And when Sancho didn't get his chance, he wandered over to that part of the pitch. It looked dangerous down there.
Good football, this better. That just runs out.
Excellent pressure from England.
Goal kick, Romania.
Press high up the pitch, James Ward-Prowse, who is not in the final 26 for the European Championships yet.
He enjoys that part of the game, no doubt about that.
He enjoys every part of the game, doesn't he? He rarely misses a thing.
Is it time for a cup of tea?
The only player in the last 2 seasons to play every minute for his club. Harry Maguire was on court.
Free kick to England again.
Before his injury. Well, Harry Kane has been given a well-earned rest. He's still having to be a little bit careful about that ankle injury that has plagued him over the course of the last few years. But he has his own training plan. He's working to it.
Good ball into that's.
He's not the only one who's likely to sit out tonight. He's on the bench, actually, Harry Kane. He's named amongst the substitutes, but we're of the opinion that he's been told he's not going to be called into action. Bukayo Saka is missing tonight. He's got a bit of a hip injury.
Whiskey and Coke, Robert.
At this stage to trouble his involvement in the European Championships. Sancho finding Murray. A bit of space here for Sorescu. Ivan Sorescu.
Oh dear.
Opening up for him.
Oh,
And Johnston had to make a good save with his feet. Danger's not passed yet. Murray. Sancho.
oh.
Couple of decent efforts from Romania.
Oh, it's not the first time on that left-hand side.
Tyrone Ming gets caught out again.
Shaw just wanders inside, doesn't stay with his man. As you said, Rescue gets his shot away and it's a good foot from Sam Johnson. It's 2 or 3 times now. It just looks a little bit vulnerable between Shaw and Mings.
That was a pretty straightforward save. You'd expect him to make that, really.
England just need to up their concentration levels in that area. Just wonder whether or not that moment right at the beginning of the match where Mings got caught, whether it unsettled him a little bit. Rashford trying to squeeze between 2 midfielders, expecting to get a free kick. The referee
1 minute added time.
At the end of the first 45 minutes.
Yes, Sam making mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. You've got to get over it. This level. You can't let a bad start affect the game.
Kirikes.
Oh, Romania almost. Oh, dear. We do look vulnerable at the back. It's such a repeat of watching Wolves games, this is. 0-0 at half time. There's the half-time whistle. Right, I'm just going for a water break. Have a chat to Elvis. And I'll be back. Put your ratings for the first half performance.
Analysis is on the way. Actually, goal. Ian Wright, Roy Keane, and Mark Bugas at the break. It's England 0, Romania 0.
What's the action?
Sure Advanced Protection offers you double the protection in 72 hours, outlasting the leading antiperspirant and giving you the confidence you need to take on every challenge. Our best ever protection in an aerosol. Sure Advanced Protection, it won't let you down.
Dad,
Yes, Lee?
what's the Euros?
The Euros? The Euros?
Dad, it's us!
Oh,
Thank you very much.
That's all right.
Great. Whether it's your first tournament or just feels like it, no one does football like this summer, and you're all invited.
It's just a game. Just a game.
So I'm back. What did you say to Elvis? Hi, Derek. I hope you're feeling better soon. 6.5. How you doing, Elvis? Love it, Andy. 4.5, 5.5. Yeah, I've got to wait to have my tea till after this one, Jacob. It's quackers. I know. That was a pretty uninspiring first half, I have to say. Three from Olivia. What they're going to make of it at half time from the
That's the closest that England have come. Goalless at the break. Actually, what have you made of it from England's point of view?
It's been okay. I think a couple of individual performances that have struck my eye, but overall it's been difficult.
I've got a nice cuppa coming here.
So, second half.
Thank you.
I think James Ward-Prowse is one of those, and we had this little sort of battle to replace Alexander-Arnold. He is doing his chances no harm at all, is he?
No, it's not. I have to get a mention as well. I think he's been very composed, very comfortable. He's done a lot of good things, but James Ward-Prowse is that midfielder I'm looking at for us. He's taking a claim where he's timeless. He's getting in and around him. There's not many of the England players who I've seen in an England shirt that be getting in and winning balls and doing what he does like he does now. He's getting in there, he's winning, he's timeless, he's around people, he's got 100% possession in respect of passing, completion. And he's one of those that chases it down, he brings it back.
There's my cup of tea, guys. Got a badger.
It's fantastic. So again, you've got somebody else.
We have hit the bar twice, so I suppose that's the positives you can take out of it.
Out of the squad, of course, because of injury. He actually is the one with the set-piece speciality, isn't he, Ward-Prowse?
He has, he showed immense quality in a couple of balls he delivered in. But as rightly mentioned, he's been industrious, he's been, aggressive when going up to players and winning the ball back and regaining it.
Can anyone tell me who Ward-Prowse plays for? Because I can't remember.
James Sancho, we talked about it before, and is his decision-making not quite right this afternoon?
Well, at the moment, the big question mark for any attack players, he showed some nice touches. We obviously know his quality. This was a lovely bit of move here with Jack. Quick play, quick 1-2s, and he's got unlucky, but the end product has to be a bit better. We'll come down to his decision making. But he showed nice touches, but needs to do a little bit more if he's going to force away to the England team.
Is he running infield a bit too much for your liking, into traffic?
Well, one or two occasions he's done okay, but when he's been in wide positions, his job is to go past people. And maybe he should not.
Southampton, that's it.
But as a tackle player, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but influence is going to be right, and he's not just done so far. So he needs to do a bit more. The same for Jack, same for Rashford. But these teams are sitting back. The attack players have to force the game, and they've not quite done enough.
I think that Sancho opportunity there was the first time England got 4 or 5 players in and around, distances close to each other. The little combination, we spoke, before we come on air, we're saying 1-2 touches. The minute they do that, they create a great opportunity.
Well, all you want to do is, you want to see if we're getting possession, we're like with 67% possession, that's 7 shots.
Be interesting to see what subs he makes at half time, if any.
They've got tricky players,
we've got to be in a position where we're getting into that last third, really attacking them, really going for it.
And you know, for all their decent play, they've not really tested the goalkeeper. They need to do more.
Yeah, and Jordan Henderson about to come on for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Which will be really significant to see if he can get the pace of the game, if he can get up to speed.
Well, like Roy said,
And how fit he looks, Frank.
yeah, well, like Roy said earlier on, he's coming into a game where we're looking at it looks relatively comfortable. So
Dull game, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, competition time now, and with a very healthy prize on offer. Have a watch of this. We're giving one lucky viewer the chance to boost their bank balance by £50,000. We're also throwing a £4,000 home entertainment package with a 65-inch smart TV, home cinema, multi-speaker system, and more for you to enjoy ITV's coverage of UEFA Euro 2020 this summer. You've got to be in it to win it. So to enter, just go to the website. Entries cost £2. Text footy to 80567. Text costs £2 plus your standard network rate message. Or post your name and number to ENG21, PO Box 7558, Derby DE10NQ. Entrants must be 18 or over. Entries close at 3 p.m. on Monday, the 7th of June.
Jude Bellingham, I know, yeah, he's only a young lad, isn't he?
Thursday, the 10th of June, and for 2
So many of the forward players that we've got not actually on the pitch.
When we designed the Volkswagen ID3, we didn't want to change the world. We didn't want to make an impact. We didn't want to leave much of an impression at all, really. That's why we built it net carbon neutral. Introducing the all-electric Volkswagen ID3, created net carbon neutral.
Good evening, Daniel. How are you? Hoping for a better second half.
A 6-part original series.
Experience is insubordinate, stubborn, unpredictable.
Avengers Endgame was just the beginning.
And I am burdened with glorious purpose.
All new, all summer. Loki, a Marvel original series streaming soon only on Disney Plus.
Smell refreshed. The new Lynx effect.
Le parfum. The new intensities by Jean-Paul Gaultier.
At Harry's, we try to do things a little differently. Our razors don't come with a vibrating thingamajig or 200 blades. No, just 5 of our new sharpest ever blades will do it. So your 8th shade is as smooth as your first. The handle is perfectly weighted and bright orange. So you get a razor that gives lasting comfort. Harry's. Find us at harrys.com, Tesco, and some of our other favourite retailers.
Gold, you're not wrong again.
Insurance that looks after all your family's cars. The commuter. The teen bus. The electric one. You can save 20% with our multi-car policy. It's the cheapest way to get annual cover for your household when you switch to us. No wonder we're the UK's #1 insurer for customer service. LV. It's our heart that sets us apart. Go direct to lv.com.
That first time you get to kiss him that hard, what it means, I'm sure never let go.
Highlight of the game so far is my cup of tea.
Half-time 0-0 here in Middlesbrough, and Scotland 1-up in Luxembourg. We're down to 10 men. Chatham scoring for the Scots. Highlights 10:30 tonight on ITV and STV. So second half to come here from the Sunshine on Teesside, which has been an excellent venue for both these friendlies and has laid on some good weather as well. We did talk about the issue regarding taking the knee before kick-off, and there was some booing when the players took the knee, despite all the explanations from the England camp. How would that affect the England players, do you think, hearing some booing while they do that?
So, you know what? I think they just have to kind of focus on the match. They've made it clear that they're going to continue to do it. They've got the backing obviously from Gareth.
No Dunkin' Biscuits, Terence.
Just focus on the game of football now. Just get on with it. I think Gareth said before the game, they're not really in control of what the fans do, whatever the reaction might be, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. What do you think, Ashley?
Same as well. First and foremost, I think it's never going to stop. You know, it's fans that don't want to listen. Like I said before, they don't want to understand. They don't like change. So yeah, again, disappointing that we heard the booze, but as I said, the players have just got to carry on because, in my personal view, it's not going to change.
Hey, Jacob.
You focus on the game. The people what we're dealing with, they can't understand now the amount of times the players are explaining why they're doing it, and you're still explaining it, and they're still booing. You don't need to take notice of those people now, because they're taking the knee for the right reasons. And that's all that matters. When the games come, when it comes around to Croatia, they'll do their job. They'll do a professional job.
Yeah, it's not that they maybe can't understand, they don't want to understand.
Don't want to understand. And the fact is, you've got to still try and reach those people. You can't leave them. You have to try and reach them.
Absolutely. Okay, Jordan Henderson coming on, we would imagine, for the second half. That's certainly what Gareth Southgate said. We don't know who for. I'd imagine what Calvin Phillips, that would make sense. Wouldn't it? You want to leave Ward-Prowse on to prove he is coming on for Phillips. Ward-Prowse on to prove that maybe he should be the 26th man.
Well, possibly so. Again, he's doing well enough tonight. We know he's a good professional. He's had a very good season. So, yeah, he's obviously going to try and Gareth a headache. But I'm pretty sure Gareth's already made his mind up who he's going in the squad.
What have you made of Rashford in the first?
He's been good. I think I've enjoyed his runs in behind. We mentioned it before the game. His link-up play's been good. Maybe he should have had a contentious penalty, but no. Hopefully, second half we'll see a little bit more from him.
I want to see him attack them more. This is the opportunity. With the possession we've got, more shots, attack them more.
First time since February the 20th, Jordan Henderson takes to the football field. This will be
Henderson coming on. Hi, Daniel's from Romania. Is that right, mate? We don't have a very Romanian name.
Yeah, it's been 106 days since Jordan Henderson last played for Liverpool. That was against Everton in the Merseyside derby. He's on the field of play 45 minutes ahead of the European Championships, which starts on Friday. And that's the ball that they're going to be using. It's called the Uniforia, which is an amalgamation of the words United and Euphoria. There you go. Added information for you. It's the idea of being inclusive. We're underway in the
second half up and running.
Expecting from Jordan Henderson in this second 45.
Well, there's no doubt he'll have to pace himself. I was watching him in the warm-up before the game actually started, doing a little circle, keep ball, and he was in the middle trying to win the ball back. And he looked like he was pacing himself in that little training session. Now all of a sudden you're thrown into the game. You don't have that luxury. Players won't stop running past you, so it'll be a proper test for him, the fact he hasn't played for all that time.
He's a cracking leader, isn't he? Was the captain.
Grealish fouled again.
First title in 30 years.
That's a yellow, surely. No, he's not going to book him.
Yeah, another one. And also a really dangerous position again. Ward-Prowse to get his mitts on the ball. Interesting to see how high this line is. They've got a wall that's probably about 15 yards away from the ball at the moment. And the back line is setting their line on the same horizontal line as that wall. Dangerous position.
Ward-Prowse again with the delivery, and it's set goal. Looks like Ben Godfrey.
Thought they were going to score then. Good delivery. Should have scored, I think.
Two of them went towards the ball. Well, what a ball.
Okay, which part, Daniel?
Looks like Godfrey gets the touch on it. Calvert-Lewin's in there as well, and miss it that anyway, and it goes in straight into the goalkeeper's midriff. Grealish.
What? Throw into England.
I think Marcus Rashford's already played himself into that starting lineup just with his movement and willingness to run in behind, something that England desperately will need against Croatia.
Probably Chelsea and Manchester City players will be back for that. Foden, Sterling, Chilwell, Jones, Stones, Walker, and Mason Mount. We joined up on Friday with the England squad at Rockcliffe Park in Middlesbrough.
Throw into Romania.
Good Ben Mike. I think everything he's done has been assured, not been threatened an awful lot behind. So far, so good.
Let's see it back to Johnston. Statue. This is Ivan. He's in that under 21 team that upsetting.
There's Romania on the right. Cross coming in. Oh, he should have hit it first time. That was poor from England.
First opportunity entered for more on the far side, but the left back wasn't entirely comfortable about hitting it.
Again, the threat from Romania coming from their right hand side, England's left defensively.
And this is away. Just with further clear. Trying to work the ball to Rashford. That's just that. Lucas nudges it out. Kirikis was one of the Bale 7 who signed after Gareth Bale was sold to Real Madrid. And a very successful career in Italy since then with Napoli and now Sassuolo. Right. Very suddenly with his feet. I was a little bit disappointed he didn't get it back off James Ward-Prowse.
Surely the goal's got to come soon.
Chasing it. Was it Calvert-Lewin or Ben Godfrey? Almost scored an own goal on his debut.
Stuck in this ball over the first defenders into that danger area. Keeper can't come for that because of the angle. Calvert-Lewin gets the final touch on it. As I said, it comes off any part of his foot as a miss in, it goes in. And I'm sure Gareth looking at Ward-Prowse's delivery and going, do you know what? Have we got that in the squad?
We've got Mason Mount who takes free kicks. These changes are bad at the moment.
No.
About to arrive. There's not many people who can swirl the ball into a dangerous penalty area like James Ward-Prowse. Henderson. Grealish. And again, denied a foul. Aaron brings it clear. Sancho sends it long. Home is chasing. Godfrey goes across. It was well managed by Ben Godfrey.
The thing is, with World Cup, you've got to get him in the side. I think, obviously, with England full strength, he doesn't get in the team. But to have him in the squad, to bring him on, to use him, utilise him, have something a bit different. Certainly that. Run all day long for you. The press. As you said, he rarely gets injured. I just think he's certainly would be on Gareth's mind, that's for sure.
Not suggesting for 1 minute that it will ever come to this, but it does take penalties.
Don't go there.
It's got 3 penalties for them this season. Now Southgate, who's got a whole department at the FA, who did lots of penalties.
That's right, Katie, that is.
In Russia in 2018. Research that has been updated and continued since then. That's by Rashford. Rashford is to rescue. It was
I think Romania have had more shots on goal than England, you know.
We've had sporadic chances.
Well, Ceresco knew what he was going to do. He was trying to clear it with his head, so he just stayed back. He waited for it. Lovely technique, just past.
He's converted from a winger is Cerescu. So he knows all about attacking play. They haven't managed to beat Romania since the 1970 World Cup. They lost the last 2 meetings. The World Cup in 1998.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Opportunity for Romania here.
Lummy now.
Just too far away this time from Chicago.
Well, they just got caught out on that right hand side. Keeps his eye on his ball, means wants him to go down the outside. Does his job in that respect. The angle's really tight. Good defending in the end.
Frustrated will he be about the ease with which Romania have carved chances. They haven't taken those chances, but they've created enough to cause England problems. Here's an issue for him to get even more frustrated about. And let the impossible count at Lewin.
Suggesting it was an impact injury. Knee on the back of his knee was just jarred. It looks all right. He's on his feet.
Just trying to run that up and hobble away from the situation.
You're always positive, Katie, you are, mate.
Catchable in the air. But the decision was made not to take an extra striker. Ollie Watkins, who they did include in the initial 33, is not in the 26. Johnson's come a long way here.
Oh.
Sure. Too heavy to try and...
It's going to go out again.
Rashford, who's always a winning runner. In fact, I think it might have gone out on this near side for a throw-in. Milan Radoi's 13th game in charge of the national team today.
Nice play, Grealish.
They've had chances. Grealish trying to fashion one for England. Rashford.
Oh, Rashford trying to wiggle his way through.
An earlier opportunity to pull the trigger there, Lee.
Yeah, he just opened himself up. Easy for me to say standing here, but it looked like the shot was on, bending that far corner. He took another touch, tried to take it all the way.
Out for throwing.
Again, it's Grealish knowing the game, knowing where the space is. 2 defenders towards him, the space is for Rashford. 3 defenders around him in the end.
You're pretty convinced that England are going to play a 3 next week. How are you going to not select Jack Grealish?
Well, he plays in my team, that's for sure. But we haven't got anybody like him. So I think when you're playing in a tournament, try and pick players who are going to hurt the opposition. There's no doubt that every time he gets the ball, 2 or 3 of the Romanian players start wandering towards him. And to play with that just opens up the game completely. Definitely be my starting lineup, so would Foden.
Sancho. See much of him in the second half. There's a 1-2 with Grealish.
Ah, nice.
He's enjoying himself when he's on the ball, isn't he?
That's nice.
Back to Shaw.
Oh, come on, referee. He's just pulled him back. That's got to be a booking. So it should be. All right, Jacob.
Look for a tuck back on Luke Shaw, who was getting away down that left-hand side and threatening Romania.
They do play a few of these 1-2s, England, and
Away from him in that space, and now
it just creates openings. But he's just pulled back there. But he's going to deliver this now.
Actually, just has a little look at that far post.
Slightly different angle of attack for James Ward-Prowse. He's been able to toss the ball into the box with space to attack from the England forwards. It's a little bit tighter, closer to goal.
Straight to goal, that is.
Let's try and bend it into the far
Top
post.
corner.
Across the goalkeeper. The keeper's got no chance.
He's done that before. Let's have one England goal to his name.
It's on target, but it's easy.
Try to get in the eyes and get that near post. Send it back to 2, please.
58 minutes on the clock. Good play.
Takes out a couple of England players.
England in trouble here. Oh,
About to run in behind. Ings is there to mop up. Eric is away.
overlap coming here.
Rescue. So a decent header into Rashford, which allows him to run down the touchline. It probably was an easier ball infield to Jack Grealish. Decision making like that is going to be required on the highest stage. It was decision making like that that caused him a few problems in the Europa League final. Sancho going back to well to get back on the stuff happening danger that was being posed by Chicago. It's pretty clear it's a young group. It's an inexperienced group of England players. There are only 3 in their 30s. I think it's a first major tournament for 15, possibly soon to be 16 of the squad. Certainly amongst the group itself, there is a palpable sense of excitement. They're eager to get the tournament underway. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's dad was very proud of the fact that he was called up into the final 26. He wrapped the John Barnes segment of World in Motion down the phone when he rang home to break the news. Not very well, apparently, but we'll give it a go.
Becky's back. Here comes what one surprised me, they ended up scoring, you know.
Escape Henderson and Mings. More Prowse wedges it away.
Go on, Rashford. 1 against 1. 2 others chasing him. Go on, son. Oh,
They did really well to escape and isolate the Charu. Couldn't find the finish.
I know the Charu did well as well because Rashford threatened to go on the inside of him and then just goes outside. He doesn't give him any space to cut in. Tries to get in that far post, but cuts across it.
Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham are being issued with instruction by Gareth Southgate. Mason finds Caliber.
offside.
Rice and Bellingham coming onto the field of play.
Yeah, double substitution. Rice and young Bellingham. I think he's still only 17.
Who are coming on. It's a slight twist in formation for England.
When was the last time you won that then? Foxtrot. I mean, I do find it funny that you set up your own account to say Team Foxtrot fan base, that you changed it.
Did you just get attacked by a pigeon? We did. 2 pigeons.
Don't get a flat. Here's Sancho.
Oh, come on.
Looks like Hadji is going to come on for Romania as well. As a Rangers will be keen to see him in action. Machado, interception by White. He quietly has had quite a good go.
Yeah, he's been the one out the back four. Really assured. Stepped in when he's needed to. He's not got beaten beyond.
Throw in to Romania.
Shots down, etc.
Bellingham and Rice ready to enter the fray, and it is the final act for James Ward-Prowse. Is it going to be the final act of his England summer, or will he be the one that Gareth Southgate pulls into the 26? His manager is full of respect for his efforts. Now it's Rice and Bellingham trying to inject all over the place, and Rashford being sent out to the far side as Sancho comes off the field of play. So Rashford will go over to the right, Grealish to the left, Calvert-Lewin through the centre.
Couple of subs for Romania as well now.
Coming on, off comes Alabek and Sorescu. It's a like-for-like replacement with Katusha. And Hadji for Alabek. Similarly so. This Hadji has had a habit of scoring important goals, and yes, it is the son of wearing 14, Georgie Hadji's offspring. He scores some important goals for Stephen Gerrard's Rangers, like the one he got against Hibs at Christmas and St Johnstone at home. He's genuinely two-footed, technically gifted, and his output really for goals and assists with Rangers over the course of the season pretty impressive, especially earlier in the campaign. And his dad was okay.
Nice.
Grealish.
Go on, Grealish. That's a penalty. Yeah. It's 100% spot on penalty. Grealish made it.
Well, it's brilliant. Creates it and then runs straight across the defender. Just watch his body position here. He's fighting with him and then he just runs across him. Looks like he gets a little bit of a clip from that angle. You can't quite see it. But
Definite clip.
there's no doubt that once he gets ahead of the defender,
Jacob, looks like you're going to be answered here. Rashford to take the penalty.
Marcus Rashford, the 11th man under Gareth Southgate, to wear the captain's armband, a scorer in a penalty shootout in the Europa League final. He scores some important penalties for Manchester United over the years. And take on the responsibility of this spot kick
He'll put this away.
in the absence of Harry Kane. Rashford eyeballs the goalkeeper, Nitsa. Curves his run up.
Oh, calm as you like. Well played, Rashford. Nerveless, indeed. Just rolls it in. And he takes it really well, just places it.
this is Grealish just running across his defender. Just leaves that lazy left leg. Almost Jamie Vardy type. Creates the contact. As soon as you get across your defender like that, you're just waiting for something to touch you. VAR's looking.
Keeper looked like he was an umpire from cricket, didn't he, with his arms behind his back?
I'd probably still get that, although he does know exactly what he's doing. Not to say that that's wrong. If you get ahead of your defender a little bit, you've got to run across him anyway. You can't do anything. He's in the wrong position.
Throw in.
Absolute starts. Number one on the team sheet for me. I saw your team sheet earlier on. It's not top heavy. I'm a defender, aren't I? I've got a little bit of sensible players in there as well.
Yeah, at the moment it just says stones at the back.
I'm working, it's a work in progress.
Rice.
69 minutes now. That's 21 minutes closer to having my sausage casserole. Rashford on the right-hand side now. Chips it in. Oh.
Straight out to first touch, there's the space, you can see it, and Calvert-Lewin just can't get it in front of his defender, maybe challenge the goalkeeper as well, but any mistake there is attacking.
Chicago. By Ben White. Seen a couple of times there to win the ball back for England. White still showing his industry. Hattie's got it. He actually scored against England in that. Then he scored 221.
Remember having a little bit of an attack. They've hardly been. I mean, they have had some shots. They've just given the ball away there, haven't they? Trying to pull him back again there.
Some of them have gone in different directions too.
Here's Grealish again.
Grealish, short, flashing it through the penalty area.
Oh.
Travelled a very long way without interruption.
Jacob, that's a silly question, mate. That's a silly question. How long do I think he will stay? Hopefully a very long time. I don't want him to fail.
Themselves enough to go towards the ball, so they all drop off. That creates the space further ahead. That's what he does to teams.
What do you make of this England formation? Rice is the deeper of three-man midfield, Henderson and Bellingham either side.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's hope it's a success.
4-3-3, but just feel Gareth's going to play 3 at the back against Croatia. Obviously, then the wing backs come into play, and then it's 2 in midfield. Obviously, getting 3 in front.
The accusation was, especially at the World Cup in Russia in 2018, that maybe Gareth lacked a little bit of nimbleness in spotting a problem and changing it. Well, the substitutions.
Oh, nice play from Romania here.
To deal with for England here. Things going in on Ivan, who claimed that he was fouled. It's a little bit theatrical. Just have to be a little bit careful in those scenarios, though.
A little bit of nothing.
There was an incident in the game against Austria in midweek where Mings could have given away a penalty. There was certainly a little bit more contact in that incident than there was there.
Netherlands 2-0.
Well, it's great to have the crowd back at the Riverside Stadium. Wembley is looking forward to hosting 20,000 or more.
Denmark 2, Bosnia-Herzegovina 0. Oh! Oh, that's a great save from Johnson. I have to say, that is a great save. That should have equalised. That's a great save. He is a good shot stopper.
Quick on his feet. Back up. Fabulous save.
They should have scored there. Good save, that is.
Jordan Pickford would be pretty happy with that sort of save. Oh, great stop. And he's got the punch in as well. Absolutely breathtaking, wasn't it? His reaction speed was wonderful. He comes from a good school of goalkeepers. His dad was a goalkeeper in the 90s.
Look how quick he gets back on his feet.
That's a great save.
It's so easy to let that in. It's the end of your fingers, top of the net. But strong wrist. I'd be really pleased with that.
Lingard and Trippier on. Rashford coming off.
Lingard and Trippier coming on now.
Will switch to Jordan Henderson. Luke Shaw's evening is finished as well.
I mean, he's a good keeper. He's definitely one of the Baggies' best players. Johnson. Whether he'll be there next season or not, I don't know.
His first touch, Rice.
Well, it really goes. We'll definitely be looking for another keeper.
Beautiful late evening sunshine here in Teesside. Very warm during the match as well, especially just prior to kick-off. And I think grateful for the fact that they're playing most of their football, should things go their way, at Wembley.
Oh, that's in his head.
Grealish foul, and the follow-through seemed to maybe accidentally whack him in the head from Vlad Kirikes.
Only Kirikes knows what happened here. Goes down.
Oh, he didn't quite catch him on the head.
Got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Just.
I think Jack Grealish is going to give it.
All right, Carl, you're full of stats, you are, mate. You know your stuff. X-Pro, good to have you drop in, mate. Make sure you drop a like on the video.
Forward by Henderson. So towards Dominic.
Another penalty, surely, yes.
Kirikes, who's just escaped a problem with right foot on Grealish's head. He's not getting away with that one.
Oh, he's not complaining either. Fat little head there. Just takes it away from Kirikes. Definite penalty.
Calvert-Lewin will take this, I think.
Shove in the back.
Oh, my God, he completely takes him out.
No doubt about that, pal.
Well, this is interesting because Dominic Calvert-Lewin picked the ball up, then Jordan Henderson went over to grab it. He is one of only 7 outfield players to have over 50 caps and have never scored for England.
Henderson's never scored. He's captain, so he's overruled him.
Henderson against Floyd Nitsa. He still hasn't.
And Henderson's missed. And he still hasn't scored.
Well, I'm not saying you're a jinx. As soon as you gave that stat, I was thinking goalkeeper all day. The striker giving the eyes. The goalkeeper gets right. Totally different technique. Than
Poor old Henderson. Still hasn't.
Goalkeeper ready.
Jesus said, you know, that there is a bit of a clue on the screen, mate. Oh, who scored? Ah, sorry. It was Rashford from the penalty spot. Henderson. That's why I overruled. He wanted that goal, and he didn't get it.
Well, Jordan Henderson has had penalty heartbreak before with England. He was one who missed in the shootout against Colombia, and Jordan Pickford got him out of a hole. And this one is a little bit less significant. Chicago is off, and on comes Constantin Budescu. The other change is Alexandru Balutska coming on. Oh, as his debut ball to approach your end. We've got more football for you tonight on ITV. Highlights of Luxembourg against Scotland, 10:30. ITV and STV. So the goal from the Belgium-Croatia game. Turkey-Italy is the opening match of Euro 2020. Just 5 days away now. Highlights of that opening game, 11 o'clock on Friday night. And then
Here's Grealish again.
we've got live coverage of Belgium against Russia, 7 p.m. ITV. Belly. Finding Henderson.
Here's a chance. Good effort, good save by the keeper. Starting to open up now.
Really good pass from Henderson. The pace on the pass allows Calvert-Lewin just to let the ball run across him, set himself up.
Ah, nice football. Delivery coming in now, yes? No? Too slow. Now it's in. Oh, great chance.
Well, it was a decent save by Nitsa. It wouldn't have counted anyway because the referee blew for a foul. What a chance.
Yeah, he was a little bit over the top of him. See there, as he puts his hands on his shoulders, leads himself up. Good ball in though.
Great delivery from Bellingham, isn't it?
Nitsa didn't know the whistle had gone.
Last action of the game for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who hit the crossbar in the first half of the match and won the second penalty. He's replaced by Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins coming on now. He's not made
Going to the tournament.
the final 26 either.
Nice pushing forward, trying to pressurise Hadji. This is Kirikes. Bellingham wins the ball back high up.
Oh, I should have shot. Here's a chance.
He's just driven a little bit wide and sent towards Bellingham.
Oh, did the top of the bar, tipped on the bar, I think.
What's a chance for a first England goal?
What do you think? How does he miss? Look, Kirikes just follows him in there. Sees him in the far post, wanders back there and just puts some challenge in to say.
Oh,
It's his trailing leg in
that's
there.
amazing. Got lucky there.
Another of those set piece deliverers. Deep towards
Oh, good chance. They're all chances flying in now.
got underneath the ball.
Yeah, really good ball, Trippier. We know what he's got delivery-wise. He gets away from his marker. A little push there, but as you said, a little bit underneath it. Get a free header in the 6-yard box.
Should have done better with that.
Target.
Mings.
Charu has been replaced by Adrian Roos for the final 6.5 minutes of the game. Adrian Roos, who is currently playing in Hungary. Pusher. Sanchu. Malusa trying to get away from Tyrone Minks, who stuck to his task.
Goal kick England.
Well, it's pretty clear that Gareth Southgate has had to chop and change in these preparation games. And with wider England viewer probably was hoping to see more of the side that might take the field next week. Manchester City and Chelsea players in today's squad, because once they reached the Champions League final, it was decided they would play in these warm-up games.
Never actually known a warm up to a tournament like this. The game before you actually play. Hardly any of your first team is playing.
Really ever known a season like this, though, have we?
No.
Nick Bell's found Bellingham. Being forward, Bellingham.
Go on, Grealish.
And he's hopped the ball and
Corner to England.
It's been another impressive display by Jack Grealish. It's also been marked by the fact that those who are not in the squad going forward have made key contributions. His delivery. Flicked on. And it was Godfrey who got the first header. And Watkins who couldn't stab it home.
That's a great position Watkins finds himself. Just peels on any flick to that far post. And he's there. I have to say, stretching for it a little bit, but
I remember what happened on Wednesday night, where England were in control but only 1-0 up, and as a result found themselves in difficulty at the end of the game. Be a little bit careful. Hadji. Protected towards the near post, and the van was so close to connecting.
Crikey.
well, that's too easy. The ball out to to that side. Too
Oh, bye, Katie.
Cross it in any way you like.
Konstantin Budescu with the swirling delivery.
Oh,
So close.
crikey. Nice.
Not giving the foul. For one. Statue. Lutza. Jack Grealish, the beneficiary of a deflection.
Well played.
Henderson here. Watkins clearing away down the left, but it's Lingard who gets the ball. Bellingham. Trippier. There have been the arguments in the England dressing room about Henderson's decision to take the penalty instead of Calvert-Lewin.
Will be now, yeah.
There's a penalty taken for Calvert-Lewin. Really good one.
Oh, it must have been next in line, surely. Well, he went to pick the ball up, didn't he? So.
Lingard. Dancing forward. Watkins on to Bellingham. Now Lingard, blocked by Kirikez.
Oh.
Would like a second goal just to cap off their second half domination. They have been the better team. It's been a perfect performance by Gareth Southgate there. It looks like they're going to be sent off to the tournament with a victory. Unless Romania can come up with something in the final minutes of normal time.
Good that for a ball.
Some ball back by Budescu. Pushes cross. Cleared by Rice.
Romania showing more intent in the last 2 or 3 minutes than the whole game.
Statue. Hadji. Take on Godfrey. Justin had to react.
Blooming hell.
Loose inside that 6-yard box. That was another nervy moment.
Free kick to Romania.
Because Bellingham's committed a foul 5 yards back from the edge of the D.
Well, it took you by surprise. Somebody's got to be in that near post area. Ben White just leaves it for his goalkeeper. He doesn't expect it to come. Johnston.
What?
The last time that Mirel Radoy was at the Riverside Stadium, he was playing for Steaua Bucharest in a pivotal game against Middlesbrough in the UEFA Cup semi-finals. There was a late pivotal goal from Massimo Maccaroni that night. I don't want too many late bits of drama here. Grealish has already gone for a rest.
Hits the wall.
Not necessary one in the end.
3 minutes of added time. So put your performance right in your man of the match.
Grealish. Lingard.
No, that's going nowhere. I'll tell you what, I'm so close to my sausage casserole now, I can't tell you.
There's a group of Leeds fans that are not too far away from Lee and I, who every time Ollie Watkins gets the ball, are reminding Gareth Southgate that Patrick Bamford had quite a good season as well. It's nice to see that old traditions.
7 out of 10 Grealish, 6 out of 10 Grealish. I think it's probably a 6.5, and I'm going Rashford. I thought Grealish has had a good game, but I thought Rashford's had a very good game too.
You come out, make sure you do it properly, take everything with you.
Guthrie was trying to get out of the way and was clattered in, just protecting the ball, and clattered into him, and he then gets one right in the chops.
I did tell you about the UEFA Cup semi-final that took place here. Well, Gareth Southgate played in that, well, for 26 minutes before he got injured and had to come off. Miro Radoy was part of the Steaua Bucharest team, and it is a match which is talked about a lot in Romanian football. It's seen as a huge moment. It doesn't really get talked about outside Teesside.
6 out of 10 Rashford for Becker.
Reflect on it in the build-up to this game.
Well, he's got some reflecting to do over the next hour or so before he names that player.
It's a narrow but unconvincing win from England. Sometimes games just before a tournament are like that.
And there it is. And that means it's sausage casserole time, thank God. And a glass of white Chardonnay. Voinian, whatever. But anyway, it's white and it's nice. Merv, 5 3/4. Johnson, man of the match. Johnson, man of the match. Okay. Underwhelming is exactly the right. Andrew, very underwhelming. But they've won. But then there's so many players that would be starting not in it. The only thing that worries me, they've not played together. Holland won 3-0 today. Right, I'm logging off, guys, because I really want my tea. Thanks for joining. Check out the Bruno Lager video I did earlier on today. There'll be some updates coming in the week. Then we've got the England match next weekend. So make sure you've got subscribe, put the bell on. Please smash a like to my videos. I appreciate that. It shows that you enjoy them. Struggle to break down the defence, basically. A bit like Wolves. Right, I'm off, guys, for my tea. Catch you later. Love you all lots.